day 455. So, got up yesterday. By the way, I'm back in Austin, and we'll be doing 2 weeks minimum of quarantine on my own. So I don't have to worry about spreading should something have happened while I was traveling. So I'm back in Austin. I really did mean to do videos and weigh-ins every day. I mean, hell, I carried a scale with me on my limited trip supply of stuff that I could bring. But either way, right, I got up yesterday. My mother picked me up, and we went out and we hiked the Appalachian Trail. We did a lot more elevation than I've done in a while. It was about 1,600 feet, and it was essentially pretty much all a climb up and then a climb back down. And I had no problem with it. It was great. Normally, like in the past when I've done that type of stuff, I have to stop on a regular basis, and it's tiring, and like I look up and I'm like, oh my God, so much more that I have to do. Didn't have that this time. It's great feeling. I was able to keep up with my mom. Like I never felt like my mom was waiting on me at any point. So yeah, did that and then went back to my parents' house. My dad was out of the office, and cleaned up, and then my mom had a puzzle that she was working on, and so I kind of worked on that while she did her work in another room. And my dad stayed downstairs when he got in, and we had dinner. We went out on the patio for that. And then I finished the night with my parents by doing a paint night with my mother in the dining room. So we did our paint night. Yay. All well and good. All, kind of like what you'd expect of a day. And then I head back to my brother's because regardless of if my parents have a place to sleep, ultimately, the less exposure I can have to them, the better. Just because of the if you're gonna sleep in one place, right? So I went back to my brother's, and he has been sheltering in place with his fiance, but they have been meeting up with a total of 3 to 4 other friends. Well, 3 friends, and then they have 1 roommate. So total of 4 other people throughout the quarantine, because it gets lonely, and they had already seen each other right before the quarantine started, and so they made the decision that this is a group, we're gonna just see each other. We're not gonna introduce anyone else or whatever. So if one of us gets sick, we're all gonna get sick, etc. But we're gonna stay limited to us. So so 2 of them were over celebrating my brother's birthday at 10 o'clock. And I joined them, and I tried to catch up because I, up until then, I had a glass of wine. And the bedroom was already there, so why not? That didn't go so well, especially when I started mixing liquors. And at some point over the course of the night, I ended up in the bathroom, not feeling well, of course. And so I then crashed. Apparently it was 4 a.m. when I crashed. And woke up at 7 a.m. So clearly I didn't do my video. And they were still there. They actually ended up crashing on the couch for a couple hours. We made French toast because today is my brother's actual birthday. French toast and mimosas. And just kind of left them at that to head to the airport and head back. Definitely More people wearing masks, which was really nice because the last time I think there were definitely less people, but this go around, all the airlines have already put out a message like, hey, it's going to be required at some point, but right now it's really good to have it, but if you don't, obviously, and they're going to start passing out masks at some point. But either way, the point I'm trying to get across is I am now home. I've had very little sleep, so I'm going to do that right now. We'll see what the weigh-in is tomorrow because I have no idea. Right, like I worked out on Saturday, Sunday. Other than walking around the airport, I really didn't do anything. And like I, got back to Austin at 6. And I hadn't eaten anything since. I got some beef jerky at the airport in DCA. So. I ended up, and I had French toast this morning, so I was hungry, so I ended up getting something at, and eating at 7 o'clock, right? So, I'm not too, I'll be surprised if it's a high weigh-in. Let's go with that. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. We'll see how tomorrow goes.